think you're going to win. Did you really think you were going to win going into that freshman year state tournament?
I didn't know until about a week and a half or 2 weeks before I was leaving for the state tournament. And that feeling, we were in a practice one day and we were just running laps around the track and getting like one of the harder practices out of the way, the last hard practice of the season. And we were running sprints on the track. And I remember looking up to my school's on a hill and there's a big, my school's name is Lahaina Luna. So they have a big like L on the top of the hill. And I remember looking up and feeling so much pride just from me sitting there training and experiencing all of that. And I remember consistently running laps and laps and just like feeling so dog tired, but so proud of myself. And I knew that in that moment I was going to win no matter what. And that feeling I've been chasing for ever since I got that title. I just had so much confidence in myself and I knew I was going to win. And I've really been chasing that ever since.
So, and you won again, right? You kept winning, but
Yes.
didn't quite fulfill that first time, or you know what I mean?
Nothing has yet so far. I can't wait until I finally do, but nothing really has. That was probably the most confident and most sure of myself that I've ever been.
Wow. So, what are the next goals that you can set to try to reach that and feel that again? Set and reach the goals to
I'm
get that
going for
feeling.
world domination at this point. Every little bump in the road, every tournament that I have, every little mistake that I make in every match, all of it is going to lead up to me taking over the world one day. And I'm going to do it. I know I will. So I'm going to win a team title. I'm going to win an Olympic title. That's my overall goals.
Looking ahead to the Olympics, are you thinking 2024? Are you thinking 2028? You thinking right? Do you think like that?
I do think like that. I'm definitely, I know I'm going to be in the mix for this next cycle.
Uh huh.
And I know that putting myself in the position to go to Iowa and be training under Clarissa, I know that she's going to take me to exactly where I need to be. And I'm going to be in the mix for this next cycle. I'm going to work on my confidence and my mindset building to get to where I need to be. So hopefully I can make a team. If not 2028, I'm there for it.
Awesome. Um,
Real
what did
quick,
you?
Mark, I just want
Yeah,
to, if I don't mind
absolutely.
asking here, when you think about that and you talk about that, of course, there's only 6 weight classes, so that means probably Helen's at 57 or Kayla Miracle or someone else is at 62. Do you make a determination now on what weight class you're going to go?
Not quite yet. I do want to see how my body develops going through Iowa training and going through all of that experience. If I will feel more confident if I cut a little bit, or if I'll feel more confident if I bulk up and lean out and get more muscle. So I think that's just going to be determined within the next year, just how my body develops and how my wrestling goes in certain weight classes. Because I do want to try out different tournaments in those weight classes, both of them, so I can see where I'm at and where I stand and where exactly I need to be.
My
And I
advice
forgot
is
to
go
mention,
up.
yeah, 59 kilos is where you wrestle, so that's why
Yeah,
those 2 weight classes. So yeah.
yeah, excellent. Um, I guess let's just talk about the Iowa and like just what did you think when you heard Iowa is going to have a program, and then what did you think when you heard they were going to have Clarissa as the coach?
I was so excited when they announced that Iowa was getting a program, because even if at that point I didn't know that I was going to transfer, I didn't even have an idea of where what I wanted to do. And but it was just such a like big step for female wrestling. So I was automatically stoked for that. I was like, yay, awesome. Like so much girls and the new like younger girls that are coming up and everything, they're going to have such great opportunities with this program opening up. And it's a start for so many new programs opening up in the Division 1 and the Big Ten, the Power Five schools opening up. And finally, when they announced that Clarissa was going to be the coach, I knew that it was a shot that I had to take. And it was something that I really needed to do because it felt a little bit more achievable, because I was like, oh, well, I know her. She's from Hawaii. She probably knows me. Like, not a lot of people would know somebody from like a small island on the West Coast, but she knows me. I've had a multiple conversations. I was working on building a relationship with her from when I was younger. So I finally just decided to take a little shot on myself, and kind of reach out, and it worked out. So
Have you had a chance to go out to Iowa City and be on
I
campus and
have. Yeah, so I took a visit out there, and then for Senior World Team Trials, the challenge tournament, I was able to go out there again. So I went twice, and it was so pretty. I fell in love with the campus. It's just such a nice environment. And I went there when it was a little bit warm weather, so that's probably why I fell in love with it a little bit more.
Oh man.
Yeah, but we'll see.
So, yeah, what are you gonna do with the brutal winters? How are you gonna handle that? Are you ready?
Oh, wear a bunch of jackets, layer up for sure.
I mean, because
Yeah,
you've never experienced a winter, have you? Like we do. You've never experienced snow or anything like that. California and Hawaii.
nope, which is kind of crazy. And I was a little bit nervous for that when I committed. That's what everybody keeps telling me, that they're like, you're gonna be so cold, you gotta get a good jacket. I'm like, oh, I trust me, I've been hearing it.
yeah, it sucks. I'll
Yeah.
take a heat wave over a snowstorm,
Nah.
in my opinion. But so was it a no-brainer? Let's go wrestle in
Yes.
Iowa. Yeah.
Yeah,
Have, oh,
absolutely. As soon as I had the opportunity, I just took it.
have you ever seen a wrestling match there, either in person or on TV?
I've seen it on TV. I watched
Yeah.
a couple of duels, and I've seen videos about all of the hype and everything that goes on there. And obviously, it's so exciting. So I
Yeah.
was super stoked for that. I was like, oh, like, yay, get to like witness that in real life.
Yeah. Kyle Kyle lives up the street about an hour. Kyle, how many times do you think you've been? How many matches do you think you've been to, or events at Carver, wrestling events?
In Carver, oh, it's got to be in the 100 or over
Really?
100 by now. Oh yeah, I mean, you're talking from 1992 all the way up till now, so that's what, 30 years. Yeah, I mean, there's times where I've gone to 10 in a year. So yeah, absolutely, I'm pushing 100. But one thing I'm going to be interested in Nanea is I wonder if the Iowa women will be in the top 10 for college wrestling attendance. I think they're going to outdraw a ton of other programs just because of the draw and the passion they have. So I'm going to be interested in that. I think they're going to do better than most of the men's college programs.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
I
That
do.
would be really
I mean,
cool.
I know. Because if they're selling out season tickets right now for the men's wrestling, averaging 15,000 or what it is, I just think that hey, the top 10 is in the 2,000 average. I think the women's program is going to be well beyond that. So excited to see what that looks like.
Hey, when you first started wrestling, back when you were a little kid, did you think I could go wrestle for Iowa? Maybe I'll wrestle at Iowa. I could do
No,
that.
not at all.
Yeah,
No
pretty
way.
crazy.
Well, when I was younger, female wrestling in Hawaii has been like, Hawaii is, I think, and personally, is the heart of women's wrestling and girls wrestling, because we were the first state to sanction female wrestling in 1998.
Hmm.
So I've like never felt like less than. I never felt anything, even when I was wrestling boys or when I was in a bunch of room with boys. And so I always like held like the Hawaii standards, like Hawaii wrestling in my heart. But as I got older and I realized there's not a lot of opportunities for girls, there's not a lot of colleges. When I was like intermediate, middle school age,
Yeah,
I didn't really see much out there. But as I started getting into high school and I saw more and more colleges opening up and so many states being sanctioned, finally I was like, oh, like that's really cool. But I knew there wasn't going to be or I didn't think there was going to be a D1 school opening up or a Power 5 school or
yeah.
anything like that. So it's literally just a dream come true that I didn't think would ever happen in my lifetime, in my college lifetime.
And before your college lifetime is over, I mean, anybody can guess and predict, but do you think there'll be more big schools with women's wrestling, and maybe there's a Big Ten tournament, or maybe there's, who knows, it's XYZ.
I hope so. I don't know if there's going to be a Big Ten tournament just yet.
Yeah.
I have a couple more years left, but I think there's still going to be a little bit more developing that needs to be done. But I know for a fact that there's going to be so much more schools opening up and so much more programs coming together.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Well, as we move along, Kyle Klingman's got a little game that we like to play, and I'm gonna turn it over to Kyle here.
We have a game, but I gotta ask here. You're known not only for your wrestling and your on the mat prowess, but I look over there and you're dancing all the time. You got headphones in. I mean, what are you listening to when you're dancing and doing your thing? There should be a little tidbit that we show of that sometime that Mark films.
Um, I'm honestly listening to whatever gets me pumped up. Sometimes the music that I normally listen to doesn't just quite get me there, get me to where I need to be. I just want to, usually I use it just to like calm myself down or focus on something else. Um, Recently I've been listening to a little bit of like alternative music. Um, like, well, they have a little bit of swearing in the name, so I don't know if I can say it.
You can say it.
But,
It's okay. Kyle
one of
cusses
my
all the time
go-to
on this
songs-
show.
Yeah.
He does.
One of my go-to songs has been Bad Reputation
Uh-huh.
by Joan Bett, I think that's her name. Yeah, but it's a solid song. That was my warm-up song for the Open like the entire time.
Awesome.
And then how was U20 Pan Ams? You won a gold medal there. How'd things go down there? How'd you feel about that event?
I felt awesome being there. That was my first ever international tournament, first time ever making like a team. So I felt so solid. I was super confident. I trusted my training, trusted the coaches that I had. And I really just wanted to go out there and have fun because there was no pressure at that point. It's just having fun. And I felt solid. I felt great. And I think I did pretty good.
Is that your last tournament for the year, or you have others on the horizon?
For right now for the summer season, I'm pretty sure it's going to be my last tournament. I have nothing else really planned or in the books. I am going to be still traveling for wrestling. I got pulled to be a training partner for the Senior Worlds, so I get to go and experience that, and that's going to be a great thing. I'm not wrestling in it, but it's going to be a great experience to see everything. But right now, I don't have any tournaments planned. Towards the end of the year, I definitely will wrestle in a couple of opens.
And then you're moving to Iowa City when?
August 14th, 13th,
Okay, so you're
around there.
what is today? Yeah, about a month away. To be an Iowan. Yeah.
You said you're going as a training partner. Who's training partner?
I'm going as Abby Neddy's training partner.
Okay, great. Should be a fun
Very
trip.
cool. Well, as Mark said, we have a game. It's called Sweat It Out. I have 5 questions hoping to make you sweat. Are you ready to play, Nanea?
Super ready.
All right, let's do it. Number
Hang
one.
on, hang
who
on.
is the-
I forgot my. Wait 1 second.
Oh, you got to get the bell and the dinger? Oh, it's not official unless he gets that. So there we go.
Okay.
Oh, this
Now
means
we're
business.
official. All right. Number one. Who is the youngest player to qualify for the LPGA tournament, which is the Ladies Professional Golf Association Tour?
I don't know.
It is Michelle Wee from Hawaii.
Oh, I feel like I should have known that.
Do you know who that is?
I feel like I've heard that name. When you're from Hawaii, you hear a lot of the professional athletes' names.
Yeah. All right, number 2. What year did Clarissa Chun win her Olympic bronze medal?
Oh, I feel like, was it the 2008?
4 years later.
Later? 2012?
Yeah, 4 years.
4.
12. Yeah.
Yeah, 2012.
2012.
2012.
So she won the World Championships in 08 and then Olympic bronze in 12. So, all right. It's a trick question, so we hope you can get it right. Number 3, where did Dan Gable wrestle in college?
Iowa State?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You got it. You got it. Nice work. All right, so you were the Tricia Saunders High School Excellence Award winner in 2020. How many world titles did Tricia Saunders win? She had
4,
world
maybe?
domination. 4, you got
I
it.
think that was
4,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
On a comeback
And final
here.
question.
On a comeback.
I know she's
On a
doing
Second
well.
period wrestler. Yeah, big ass thing.
Number 5. What MMA fighter from Hawaii won a belt in 2 divisions in the UFC?
Henry Cejudo? No, just kidding. He's not from Hawaii. Max Holloway. Max Holloway.
No, it's not. It's
Old
BJ
school.
Penn.
Old school.
Oh,
BJ
BJ
Penn.
Penn. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's running for governor right now.
Yeah.
Is he really? I
He
didn't know
is
that.
running for governor.
That's so
I didn't
crazy.
know that.
I love it.
Yeah. You did pretty
So-
good there.
Yeah. What was that?
I
3
I
out
was
of
almost
5?
on a roll. I was
3 out
almost
of 5.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice job.
That was a
Nice
fantastic
job.
job. And yeah, I love your spirit. You know, just like I'm gonna take over the world. World domination. That's the goal. And it seems like you've got the wrestling bug for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Well, that's gonna pretty much do it for the day. But you know, do you got anything else for us? Anything else you want to tell us about yourself or your travels? Where you're going? Where you've been? How you got there?
No, I just want to say thank you to you guys for having me on the show today, and also especially thank you to the people that have been supporting me and my coach Jacob Eck for guiding me through Pan Ams and always making me feel confident. Him and his club and all the opportunities that he's given me has really led me to where I am today, and it's given me the confidence to keep going and just always bet on myself.
Awesome. Great. Well said. Nanea, thanks so much for joining us. I appreciate you telling your story and sharing the things with us, and have a great day.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, Kyle. Another banger of a show. Great guest.
Great guess, but the reality is she is not ready for the Iowa Winners. If you've never experienced it, just like with me with the heat, I haven't been consistent 108 heat in my life.
Yeah.
I would struggle with that. So I disagree with both of you. I'd rather have a snowstorm than 108, but hopefully we can get you on the right side, Mark.
All right. Hopefully we will. Kyle,
All right.
that's going to do it for today, guys. We're out of here. Thanks. See ya.
See ya.